You're probably watching this late, on your phone, maybe lying on the couch. Just one more video before you call it a night. Tomorrow feels like a better day to start, right? But here's an uncomfortable thought. If intelligence alone created success, you would already have it. School rewards intelligence. The real world, it rewards something else entirely, and no one ever explains what that is. So, intelligent people spend years doing what worked before. Thinking harder, analyzing deeper, preparing longer. Meanwhile, someone less intelligent simply moves, and they win. Take a look at your life for a second. How many tabs are open in your browser right now? Courses you'll finish someday. Ideas you'll start when the time is right. Plans just waiting for the perfect conditions to align. You don't lack knowledge. You lack friction with reality. Because thinking feels like progress, but it isn't. It's often just a very sophisticated form of delay. Intelligence becomes dangerous when it turns into hesitation. Smart people see every possible outcome, every risk, every flaw, every single way things could go wrong. So they wait. Not because they're lazy, but because they crave certainty. And certainty is addictive. It feels responsible, mature, and rational. But while you're busy calculating the perfect path, someone average is already walking an imperfect one. And strangely, that imperfect path usually leads somewhere. Here's the quiet trap of intelligence. You learn to avoid mistakes. In school, mistakes lowered your grade. In life, mistakes increase your value. The marketplace doesn't reward potential. It rewards proof. No one pays you for what you understand. They pay you for what you execute. Perfectionism is rarely about high standards. More often, it's fear wearing an expensive outfit. Smart people don't fear failure itself. They fear visible failure. Failure that contradicts the identity they've built. The capable one. The promising one. The one who will figure it out. So instead of risking that identity, they protect it by waiting, by polishing, by staying in preparation mode. But preparation has a dark side. It can become the smartest form of self-sabotage. Notice who wins in most industries. It's not always the genius. It's often the one who can tolerate embarrassment. The one willing to be bad publicly. The one who understands a brutal truth. Speed beats intelligence when intelligence refuses to move. While you prepare, someone less intelligent is already living the life you want. Not because they're better, but because they started before they felt ready. There's a moment intelligent people rarely notice. The moment when learning becomes avoidance. Another book, another podcast, another strategy video. You tell yourself you're building clarity, but sometimes clarity only arrives after movement, not before. Action is what organizes the mind, not the other way around. Overthinking creates an illusion of control. If you analyze long enough, you feel protected. But the future has never been predictable. The people who understand this earliest are the ones who quietly pull ahead. They make decisions with incomplete information. They adjust in motion. They treat mistakes as data, not verdicts. Here's something uncomfortable again. Your intelligence might not be your advantage anymore. It might be the very reason you hesitate. The reason you see 10 paths and choose none. Average thinkers don't see 10 paths. They see one, and they go. Smart people love optimization, but life rarely rewards the optimized start. It rewards the uncomfortable first step, the messy launch, the version that isn't impressive, the attempt that makes you feel slightly embarrassed. Because momentum is more valuable than every single time. Ask yourself honestly, how long have you been almost starting? How many versions of your life exist only in your head? Intelligent people often become architects of imaginary futures instead of builders of real ones. Not because they can't build, but because reality is slower and far less perfect than imagination. Waiting feels safe, but waiting has a cost most people never calculate. Opportunity has an expiration date. Energy has an expiration date. Even ambition expires. The longer you delay action, the heavier that action begins to feel. Until one day, starting seems harder than staying the same. So, understand this shift. Intelligence was never meant to protect you from failure. It was meant to help you move despite it. The goal was never to be the person who understands everything, but the one who adapts to anything. Stop waiting for confidence. Confidence is not a prerequisite. It's a side effect of evidence. And evidence only appears after you act, not before. There is someone out there right now, less prepared than you, less thoughtful, less capable, who simply decided to begin. And that decision will change the entire trajectory of their life. Not intelligence. Decision. You don't lose because you're not capable. You lose because you wait longer than everyone else. Because at some point, hesitation becomes a lifestyle. And lifestyles are hard to break, so maybe the question isn't, am I smart enough? Maybe the real question is, why am I still standing still when I could already be in motion? Intelligence is a powerful tool, but tools only matter when they're used. Start before you're ready. Move before you're certain. Learn faster than your fear. And remember, the distance between intelligent and successful is often just one trait: the willingness to act while unsure. Stop preparing. Start moving. Thanks for watching.